The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Dalit Sahai, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Message of congratulations. Nationals in Port Sudan celebrated Independence Day anniversary. UN warns the world to prepare for El Nino extreme weather. And US imposes French sanctions on M23 rebel leaders. Proceeding with our reports. Leaders of Sultanate of Oman and Republic of Lebanon have sent a message of congratulation to the people and government of Eritrea on the occasion of 35th Independence Day anniversary. In their message sent on the behalf of their respective countries and themselves, Sultan Haytham Bil Tariq of the Sultanate of Oman and President Joseph Aoun of the Republic of Lebanon conveyed their best wishes for good health to President Isaias Afwerki as well as peace and prosperity to the Eritrean people. They also expressed their readiness to enhance bilateral relations and mutual cooperation with Eritrea. Eritrean nationals residing in the Port Sudan has colorfully celebrated 35th Independence Day anniversary under the theme Our Resilience, Our Guarantee, featuring programs depicting the deep meaning of the independence to the Eritrean people and honoring the martyrs who paid their precious life for independence. Mr. Andamariam Habtamikael, chairman of the Eritrean community, said that this year's Independence Day anniversary celebration is unique as it is being celebrated at a time where Eritrean people journey towards economic emancipation, resilience in reflecting the true image of the country, and efforts to ensuring supremacy law have borne fruit. Noting that the Eritrean community in the Port Sudan is working to preserve the culture, tradition, unity, and cohesion of the Eritrean people, plays its due part in the national development program strengthening resilience, in foiling external hostiles, addressing socioeconomic problems of the nationals, and acquaint other communities with Eritrean culture and identity. Mr. Andamariam commended those who contribute to the colorful event. The celebratory event, which was attended by numbers of nationals and invited guests, featured artistic performances by cultural troupe of the youth members of the Eritrean community. Similarly, the Eritrean community in Kassala enthusiastically celebrated 35th Independence Day anniversary featuring various programs reflecting the day. The 8th grade national examination for 2025-2026 academic year commenced today, 3rd June, across the country, including in Eritrean community schools in Riyadh and Jeddah and Saudi Arabia, in Kassala in Sudan. This year's examination, which runs until 5th June, is being taken by 68,197 students, including 48% female students, at 535 centers. Apart from schools inside the country, the centers include 2 at rehabilitation and prison services, 2 at schools for visually and hearing impaired citizens, 2 at Eritrean community schools in Riyadh and Jeddah, and 1 in Kassala. The examination will cover mathematics, English language, civic education, and science. The Ministry of Education previously announced that it had deployed over 8,000 personnel and supplies to facilitate the examination. An elementary school has been constructed in Dala administrative area Gonyi subzone at a cost of over 3 million nakfa. Engineer Mengsa Abrahana, head of the town planning and infrastructure in Gashbarka region, said that the school, constructed in collaboration with the regional administration and members of the defense forces, includes 5 classrooms and other offices among the other facilities. Noting that the construction of Aimsa Elementary School is part of the effort being carried out to ensure social justice, Engineer Mengsa commended the strong participation of the residents and members of the defense forces. Brigade Chief of Staff Sub-Lieutenant Habtamariam Gamrameskal, noting that members of the defense forces are conducting effective development programs, in collaboration with the public and said that the construction of the elementary school is the continuation of that effort. Mr. Franco Kubaba, Director General of Social Services in the Gashbarka region, and Mr. Yamanam Hari, Managing Director in Gonyi Subzone, on their part called on parents to play their due role in motivating their children in general and school-aged girls in particular to attend regular education. Straight ahead is our international news after the short break. Welcome back. There is an 80% chance of warning El Nino phenomenon developing between June and August, increasing the risk of extreme weather events, the World Meteorological Organization said on Tuesday. Fueled by unusual warmed ocean waters in the tropical Pacific, El Nino conditions are developing and are set to influence global temperature and rainfall patterns, the United Nations WMO Weather and Climate Agency said. El Nino is a natural climate phenomenon that warms surface temperatures in central and eastern equatorial Pacific Oceans, bringing worldwide change in winds, pressure, and rainfall patterns. It typically takes place every 2 to 7 years and lasts around 9 to 12 months. The World Meteorological Organization said that even the moderate El Nino makes some weather and climate extreme more likely. The last El Nino contributed to making 2023 the second hottest year in the record and 2024 the all-time high at around 1.55 centigrade above 1850. The World Meteorological Organization hoped to advance a warning will guide preparedness, especially in the climate-sensitive sectors like agriculture, water, management, and energy and health. Now let's report. The United States has imposed new sanctions on a senior figure from the M23 rebel movement, escalating pressure on the armed group fueling conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The move signals Washington's determination to enforce commitment made under the Washington Peace Accords. The United States announced fresh sanctions on Tuesday against two commanders accused of playing a key role in the conflict that continues to destabilize the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Announcing the sanctions, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said the administration remains committed to ending the violence that has fueled one of America's most severe humanitarian crises. Under the sanction, all assets belonging to the designated individuals that are located in the United States or under the control of the U.S. citizens are frozen. American individuals and entities are also prohibited from conducting transactions with them. The sanctions are closely linked to the commitment contained in the Washington Agreement signed on December 2025. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Message of congratulations. Nationals in Port Sudan celebrated Independence Day anniversary. UN warns the world to prepare for El Nino extreme weathers. And US impose fresh sanctions on M23 leaders. And that was the news from ERi-TV studios. This has been Dilitz High reporting. Thanks for watching and have a good night.